Hello and welcome back. This is MC1 Gamer. So I've got a bit of a different video for you today. First of all, if you're interested in Age of Sigmar, and especially if you have kids, you'll probably be interested in this video. If you're not interested in Age of Sigmar, first of all, you're in the wrong place. So you can just leave now. I'm really not going to tolerate any kind of trolling or nastiness, okay? Just going to want to get that out of the way. So if you're really here with the intention of just posting, silly stuff or just a thumbs down, just go somewhere else, because this video is about Age of Sigmar and kids. Reef had Beastman. If anybody doesn't know him, Reef, legend in the YouTube community when it comes to Warhammer, had mentioned that the system for Age of Sigmar kind of opens the game up for a lot of new blood, and especially because it has the freedom to pick units as you wish, as you desire. If you go in, whether you're a kid or an adult, you go into a store and you see hundreds of selections on the shelves, you can just say, I want that, I want that, I want this. These look cool. You buy them, you build them, you paint them, you put them on the table. You can play right there. You can play with whatever you want. There's really no restriction in that. You stick to specific factions, but within those factions, you can pick a dragon model and a unit of cavalry, and that could be your army. So this actually happened to me because my son was interested in Warhammer. He saw the things that I was doing, the models I was painting. He saw, some of the games that I had played, and he said he was interested in actually doing this. So after Age of Sigmar came out, because I played with him with 8th edition some games, when Age of Sigmar came out, I wanted to show him the new rules. And he said he was interested in actually starting an army. So we sat down and we looked at a lot of different armies. And, well, let's have him tell you how that experience was. Come on up here, Ethan. So this is my son, Ethan. Say hi.
Hi.
When you first saw what Dad's hobby was, and you said that you wanted to play, which army did you say, that's the army I want to play?
Ogres.
Ogres. Okay, so what was it about Ogres specifically that you thought was awesome, that you chose it above all of the other armies?
Thunder Tusk and Giant.
So it was the Thunder Tusk and the Giant. So what was it about those two models that you thought was just awesome?
That, I always loved the Giants in fantasy. That's why I chose the Giant. And you told me that the Thunder Tusk is like a mammoth. Wait, no, ogre mammoth.
It was an ogre mammoth. Okay, and it was like a mastodon or a mammoth.
Yeah.
And that you thought that was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
And so that was one of the first models we bought and we built. And what was the first box set that we bought? You picked that out. It was one of the first things that we got.
6-pack of ogre bolts.
Okay, and we have them here. Now we've already actually started painting these guys up. So we only did just the flesh, the skin, okay? And you can see a couple of these guys here. Why don't you show that to the camera? Hold it up so they can see that. Now, you helped me paint this, okay? You did a lot of the painting. So we built this up. Before we even go over that, first of all, what did we do when we started painting this stuff here? You can put that right there. When we first started building the models, how did we do it?
We clipped them.
Okay, and then what did we do after that?
We glued and placed the models. Okay,
and we did it together. So we clipped them, we glued them together, cleaned them up, and we put them together. And then after that, I base coated with a black primer, but then we started painting. Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of things did you learn about painting? Anything really interesting about painting? Did you enjoy painting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I really did.
Okay. And what kind of stuff do you think you learned? Because you've never done anything like that before.
That you have to be smooth and not be rough when you're using the paint on the models.
And also not to use too much paint when you're painting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and what we're going to do, we're doing this as a project together. So the first models that he picked was the old Ogre Bulls box, and then he decided he wanted the Thunder Tusk. So here's Ethan's Thunder Tusk. Here, why don't you show this to everybody? Okay, let's turn that around so they can see it. Just hold it up. All right, and we built this together. And the way I did it with Ethan was I would put together some of the smaller pieces. I'd glue that together, and then Ethan would put those larger segments onto the model, and he would glue that. So that's how we kind of broke it out. And then if there was really, really fine details, like little pieces, then I would glue that on afterwards. With the painting, it's pretty similar. It's pretty much the same. We're going to try and do large areas of the model, where he's going to be helping with that. When we get down to the finer details, I'm going to start showing him that stuff. But I'll do some of the more finer details, and highlighting and stuff. But Ethan's going to help me with a lot of the base colors on all these various different models. And we already started with one. Is this your favorite model? This one's your favorite. Okay. So the Thunder Tusk is his favorite, and we have another kit that we have to still build of this. And what's that one called?
Stonehorn.
That's the Stonehorn. Okay. So we got the Stonehorn yet to do. And then we have two models here. These are the two. Now, one of them is here. Why don't you show this one? These are, again, primed, not been touched, but we built this together. And this one we just started doing with the, again, with the flesh color, the skin color. So it's already starting to come together. And so we're going to start working on that.
And also when we, fully paint it.
Yeah. It's going to look awesome when it's fully painted. So is there any colors for some of the clothes, like for some of the pants that some of these guys have, or any colors that you really want? Because once we do the flesh, the skin, we're going to have to try to pick some kind of colors. These things could be leather, they could be green. What kind of colors would you like to put? Because we can put different colors.
Brown,
okay.
gray,
gray, okay.
Green, blue.
Okay, so we have a lot of different colors then. So we're gonna show him not just how to put just a basic color down, but then how to lighten or to give different shades with the colors. And then I'm going to teach him some washes. I'll be directing how to do it, but he's going to do most of the brushwork. And then when we get to really fine details, then I'm going to do that. So when we played a game, Ethan, we haven't played yet where you played the giant, but you played with what? What was the model that you played with that did the best?
Thunder Tusk.
Okay, so you played against, I had some vampire counts on the table, so I had Crypt Horrors, some Vargeists, and some Direwolves. You'll see that battle report. I'm actually going to put it together. And I put those against his Bulls and his Thunder Tusk. Now, what was the thing the ability of the Thunder Tusk that you liked to do the most?
Ice Breath.
The Ice Breath. So it had this icy breath that does like a ton of mortal wounds and just started ripping through the unit. So how did you like playing the ogres? What was the coolest part of playing an ogre army?
The coolest thing was that I got to do my first battle was the Thunder Tusk.
Yeah, and how'd you do it, by the way?
Real good.
Yeah, did you have fun with it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, like I've been saying and others have been saying, Age of Sigmar is easy enough for kids to learn. I think it's deep enough and complex enough for adults to enjoy as well. There's definitely plenty of strategy to master, and it's something that you can get if you have children. You can get them involved, and you have the freedom to pick what you wish. So now, this is the question that we've actually come up with recently. Ethan's now that he's jumped into this hobby, he's now starting to see what other armies are out there. And he's already sparked an interest in what his next army is going to be. So you've already told me what you wanted to play after we're done with the ogres. What are you interested in next?
Armies of the Forest.
Okay, so that's the Dryads and the Treemen. What was it about that army that you thought would be pretty cool?
That I saw in the background when you showed me a picture that they had these kind of tree ants.
Yeah, they were like ants. But where's that ants? Where are the ants from?
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so you saw them. They look like the guys from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I saw Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so that's what really sparked his interest. So after we're done with the ogre army, Ethan's going to go and now start up with me a Guardians of the Deepwood army, which is Treemen and Dryads from the Wood Elf army list. And then we'll see what else we'll be interested in. And we'll have a lot of fun not only painting it up, but putting it on the table and getting some battles done. And hopefully I'll do better next time when I go up against you. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to say a special thanks to Reef, who was one of the guys who encouraged me to get you on a video and talk about this. So say hi to Reef.
Hi, Reef.
Okay, and why don't we say have a nice day to everybody together. Ready?
Have a nice day.